Paradise Lost, the landslide that shook Papua New Guinea. The lush mountainous terrain of Papua New Guinea recently became the site of a tragedy. A catastrophic landslide triggered by torrential rains ripped through a remote village, leaving behind devastation. Homes were reduced to rubble, livelihoods destroyed, and families torn apart. This event serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of human life, especially for communities on the front lines of climate change. These are real lives, real stories, forever altered by a disaster that could have been mitigated. The world watched in shock, but for the people of Papua New Guinea, the tragedy hit close to home. The future of Papua New Guinea, and indeed the world, depends on urgent action. A warming world, the unseen hand in the disaster. Scientists have long warned about the link between a warming planet and extreme weather events. The recent landslide in Papua New Guinea is a tragic testament to this reality. Rising global temperatures fuel more intense rainfall, destabilizing the ground. Greenhouse gas emissions, primarily from human activities, are the principal driver of global warming. This warming effect has far-reaching consequences, including the intensification of the water cycle. For mountainous regions like Papua New Guinea, this means a heightened risk of landslides. The intense rainfall saturates the soil, making it heavy and unstable. Combine this with deforestation, and the stage is set for disaster. We can no longer afford to ignore the science or delay action. Nature's cry, when mountains crumble under climate change. Papua New Guinea, a land of immense beauty, is on the front lines of climate change. Its mountains, once symbols of strength, are now crumbling under the weight of a warming world. The recent landslide is a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human existence. As temperatures rise, glaciers and ice caps melt, leading to rising sea levels and more frequent storms. The increased rainfall saturates the soil, making it susceptible to landslides. The impacts of climate change are not limited to the physical environment. The loss of homes and livelihoods takes a toll on the mental and emotional well-being of communities. The plight of Papua New Guinea serves as a warning to the global community. We must take collective action to address the climate crisis before it's too late. Lives uprooted, the human cost of environmental neglect. Amidst the wreckage of the Papua New Guinea landslide, stories of resilience, loss, and hope emerge. Families huddled together, sharing what little food and shelter they had left. One survivor, a young mother named Mary, recounted the harrowing experience of the landslide. It was like the mountain was roaring, she said, her voice trembling. She managed to escape with her 2 young children, but her home and livelihood were gone. Mary's story is not unique. It is a story repeated in communities around the world bearing the brunt of climate change. The human cost of climate change is immeasurable. We must act now, not only for those already suffering but for future generations. A global threat, from island nations to the world's doorstep. The tragedy in Papua New Guinea is a stark reminder that climate change knows no borders. This global crisis poses a threat to every corner of the planet. Rising sea levels threaten coastal communities worldwide. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense, disrupting economies and displacing populations. The global food system is also under threat, leading to price spikes and food shortages. The crisis in Papua New Guinea is a wake-up call for the world. We must act now to transition to a low-carbon economy and protect the most vulnerable. The urgency of now a call for collective action. The devastation in Papua New Guinea is a tragic reminder of the urgent need for global action on climate change. The scientific consensus is clear. Human activities are driving global warming. Addressing this crisis requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, communities, and individuals. We need bold policies to transition away from fossil fuels and towards renewable energy sources. Businesses must embrace sustainable practices. Consumers can play a role by making conscious choices to reduce their carbon footprints. Every individual has a role to play in this fight. Our shared responsibility, shaping a safer and sustainable future. The tragedy in Papua New Guinea is a stark reminder of the human cost of climate change. It is a call for empathy, action, and a renewed commitment to shaping a safer, more sustainable future. We have the knowledge, tools, and resources to address this crisis. The future is not yet written. It is a future we must write together, with courage and determination. By embracing our role as stewards of the Earth, we can create a world where communities can thrive. The time for action is now. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to raise awareness to reach as many people as possible. Thank you for viewing.